Hey Mark, did you think you're coming over here that there were 8 in it for you?
I don't think any coach thinks they're going to hit 8 past any opponent, be it home or away. But certainly, if you looked at the reaction from 2 weeks ago, it's a long time between drinks, particularly after a loss. We worked extremely hard on making sure that we weren't going to be complacent. It was always going to be a banana skin type of game as far as we're concerned. They had nothing to lose. It was all about attitude and making sure the game plan was the right one as well. And all ruthless tonight. And I was really proud of them.
Were you disappointed with the 2 goals you did concede though? Like, on the bench you sort of looked like that you were quite upset because you were starting to build a real goal difference that you probably need coming towards the finals.
Yeah, we still got it. You know, if you said to me... No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, if you told me that we'd get, +6 tonight, I would have taken it. I would have taken +1, to be honest, because the most important thing was were the 3 points. There's a lot of talk about, if we got so many, we would have ended up in 4th position. But like I said, it's always about the process, and you never like conceding goals, particularly when you're 7 up, and the 0 always looks nicer beside that kind of number when you score them. But they were 2 from outside the box, and like I said, when we defend, we make sure we defend our box extremely well. The first one, he just swung his right footed, and give him credit because it's landed in the back of the net. Quite a bit surprised, but I had a good angle and he looked pretty good as soon as it hit his boot. And the second one, look, I think I spoke to Philip straight after it. That's goal side of the wall, so that's keeper side. We spoke in depth, and there's a lot of analysis that goes into each opposition, and we made sure that we protected that side of the goal. But yeah, it happens. But like I said, the focus should be on the 8 that we scored. The big fat lady doesn't come out all that often, but she came out tonight. It's always nice.
You're a club that was probably rebuilding at the start of the year, and you really turned Wellington around. One player in particular, Krishna, is in absolutely outstanding form. What do you put that down to?
He's not the only one. There's quite a few that have stepped up. And with the 5 or 6 games to go, there's still a lot of work to be done. You put it down to managing each individual, making sure that you work daily on each individual to improve them as footballers. And we haven't just done that with Roy, although he was one of the first that I gave a big hug when I came to the club, and I told him just how important he was going to be, and we're going to work hard to really get the best out of him, and the best he's ever had. And right now, that's where he's heading towards, but there's more to come. And challenged him and a few others and a lot of others during this 2-week period about what the remainder of the season means for us. But he stood up, but again, at half-time, I challenged him. He's never had a hat-trick before, and he could have had one hit the side of the post. It could have been a tap-in for him when Killian could have easily gone himself, but he understood. And that's what, I think that moment in particular tells you everything about us as a football club. We are together. We're a team. It's a team effort. And like I said, Killian easily could have got his first for the season for the football club, and he's desperate to get his first, and yet he still tried to put on the plate for Roy because it was about somebody else. Epitomises what we're about, and I think it was a very strong statement tonight, particularly with the kind of questions over the last few weeks about is it playing on their minds. I think tonight gave you the answer about what we're about, and there was absolutely nothing that's going to stop us or get in our way this season.
It's getting real now for Wellington. Finals football is really going to be there. Is the city or is the country, you feel like getting behind you because the other sports are starting up now, and obviously New Zealand attention, we know, goes to one sport.
Yep.
What about football in Wellington? What about football in New Zealand?
It's been fantastic this season. I think due to the way, not just our results, but also our performances. I think there's been a lot of fans out there, neutral fans who enjoy watching our football team play. We play a dynamic kind of brand of football as well. You only have to look, to answer that question, you only have to look to almost 23,000 in Auckland to talk about has the country got behind us, and I think that told you that's the case. But again, tonight's a statement. We're at home next week, and we're looking to fill that stadium and get it loud and rowdy, and we want big numbers. We spoke about creating history at the start of the season. Now, words are easy to say. It's about putting them into action, and how do you do that? That's the tricky bit. And we've worked extremely hard as a football club, everybody, not just the players and the staff, people in the office, They work tirelessly for this football club. Fantastic people. We just want the fans now to come out in big numbers with 3 home games remaining in Wellington to get right behind the players because they're doing their bit.
Is top 4 now what you're aiming for? Get that home point?
I said it clearly 3 weeks ago. It's not about what I want to achieve. It's what we spoke about right at the start when we created our culture. Our environment was set. We knew what our identity was going to be. They're things that you do right at the start. And we identified all those areas that we needed to. And you're seeing that come to fruition now. So it doesn't matter what I want. It's what those boys want. And they're hungry. They're desperate. They don't just want to be playing finals football. They want more than that.
And finally, your depth got tested a little bit today. You had to bring new players in. And they stood up.
Yeah, they did. Nathan Burns got injured in the warm-up. But like I said, there are players who have still stepped up. You know, special mention again to another 2 young players who've come through our academy side. You know, Gianni made his debut. Callum Elliott made his debut. I mean, they're things that we as a football club are extremely proud of. No one else is playing, you know, 2 young guns like we are. All right, and it shows. Give them confidence. Work with them daily. All right, and they'll improve. And we've seen that with Sarpreet Singh, Libby Kachache, and again you see Callum Elliott. We'll keep rolling them out, and we'll keep giving them the opportunities. And I thought today was a perfect time for them to come in, step in. It's the first time in a long time they've been even part of the squad. I mean, it's the first time Johnny's been part of the squad. I just wanted him to keep. He's got a big smile. I want him to enjoy the moment as well. He's a good footballer, good young footballer. Callum Elliott didn't let us down either when he came on. So there's a lot to be proud of, and there's a lot to like as far as we're concerned at our football club.